Hello you beautiful space dust and welcome back to Planet Joe. I'm Jordan and I upload new videos every week on planning, lifestyle, and organization. So if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and then turn on the bell for notifications if you'd like to get notified for whenever I upload a new video. So this video, I'm taking you through how I use Notion in my everyday life. This video isn't in partnership with Notion, but it is a collaboration with Shannon over at the Paperless Professor. She uploads new videos on how to transfer your life from paper to digital, especially if you're a student or an educator. So over on her channel, I talk about how I would have used Notion if I was in school, and I even leave a downloadable template that if you're new to Notion and you'd like to use it, you can download and then fill in as if it were your own. So head over to her channel to check out how I did that. And if you don't know what Notion is, it is a online database tool that some people are really liking right now to use as kind of a planner or a place to have all of their notes, all of their links, all of that, similar to Evernote. And so I'm going to be showing you how I use that today. I have mentioned in previous videos that I looked at Michelle B's video on Notion and then Rowena Sai's video on Notion, and I really liked those. I'd recommend, if you'd like to download a template for this, that you check out their videos first. I'm not including a downloadable template for this specific page just because I feel like my page is definitely a combination of their two pages. So you can watch how I set it up and then kind of make it your own on your own. Like if you watch along and then use Notion side by side, you'll be able to set it up. But if you want a downloadable template, I really recommend you check out theirs. I'll link it in the description below. And then, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are in Notion. This is my landing page, which is my main page that I have open pretty much all the time. Notion is cross-platform. It is a cross-platform tool, so I am able to see all of this on my iPad and on my phone. It just looks a little bit different because obviously the screen size is a little bit different. So I've made it all color coordinated to be purple. Up here, if I click in here, I can change the cover, and then they have a bunch of different covers that are from like the Met and different museums. I think NASA, they have some NASA covers as well, and then you can even just go to Unsplash and find whatever different type of art that you'd like. This was actually just a piece of art that was already in their preset options. So here you're able to have an emoji, which I really like. They have emoji connection throughout. So if I were to go down here and then just type a colon and then start typing like I, it would pop up with all of these different things that I can type. So one thing that's really cool about Notion is that they have a lot of text shortcuts. So before I get too ahead of myself, I'm just going to show you kind of what I have going on this page. So like I said, cover, emoji, and then the title of this page is landing because it's a landing page. I land here every single day. And then I have first thing first, I have my week ahead, which is my top 3 tasks for each day of the week. I have the weekend as its own thing, but these are like the 3 things that I would really like to do, and if I accomplish those things in the day, I'll be happy. So I took this from Rowena Sai's video. And like I said, my Notion landing page is a combination of Rowena and Michelle B's Notion landing pages. So this part is definitely from Rowena's. She has a very similar thing. So I have an emoji and then the day of the week. And I'm able to just go in here and hit dash, which is their main shortcut identifier, and then dash, and then I can just start typing to-do list, and then I'll go here and I'll click it and it'll show up. And then you can see over here I can drag to move this wherever I want it. So let's say maybe I just want the other thing to be first. I can drag it down, and I can even highlight multiple blocks. That's what these are called, blocks. And then I can move them all as one together. And then over here, if I click on this thing, if I it says drag to move and then click to open menu. So if I just click it, I'm able to do all of these different things. I can delete it, I can duplicate it, I can turn it into a different style of writing. So I can turn it into a heading or a page or a bullet point. And then if I want to turn it into a page, I can turn it into a page. And I'll show you what that means in a moment. Or I can move it to a different page. And then something that I sometimes like to do if I have a really busy week is I will highlight the most important thing that I have to do in a different color. So I'll highlight it in purple, for example. And I'll be like, okay, this was the most important thing that I have to do, and it's highlighted, so I know that. And now I'll just go to default. And then it's really easy to just check all of these things off. And then at the end of the week, I will just highlight, delete, and then start all over. And then this is my archive where I drag all of the things so I can see previous tasks that I have. And then here I have my intention for the week. So after I fill out all of my different tasks, I will fill out my intention that usually has something to do with the tasks, just to keep my mind kind of focused on what I have to do. And I'll be able to look at this intention every day and really have my mindset around that task. So here I added this picture. This isn't really anything functional. I just like to look at it. It also went really well with the color scheme. But yeah, it's just a picture of me taking a picture of my boyfriend holding some ice cream. So this is a section that I got from Michelle B, where she has a gallery of kind of the most important pages that she has to look at every day or every week. And then up here, this says et al, which is just kind of like a notation of like and everything else. And then this is my quote of the year, which is the Oregon State motto, she flies with her own wings. And then here I have some yearly basics. So I'm going to update this as I look forward to 2021. This page isn't too exciting right now, but I plan on having something a little bit more in depth on my yearly goals once I set up my resolutions and such for 2021. So I will be making a video, or a few videos on that, I should say, in the coming month. And then this page I use a whole lot. This is my brain dump page. I look at it at least once a week. During my weekly reset, I will go through and I'll have 30 minutes where I'm just brain dumping everything that I need to do, and then I'll use this page to set up my weekly to-dos on that main landing page. So this is just everything that I need to do. Same thing, I'll go down here, hit dash, and then to do, and then I'll just boom, 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 everything I need to do, brainstorming for 30 minutes. And I really recommend looking at Michelle B's video on how she does her weekly resets. That really changed the game for me, and I try and do that every single week. I'll show you, I have a weekly reset list that's also inspired by her Notion video that I'll show you in a moment. So yeah, this is just what I do here, and then I'll go back to my landing page. And it's also important to note that this page can be opened as its own page, this reference pages page, but I rarely ever do that. So I'll just click on reset lists. And then this is what I said was very much inspired by Michelle B's Notion video. So here is this. I have all of these different to-dos. I just did it because it's a Monday, so I did it yesterday. But like I said, I have this big list and a weekly check-in journal template, which I made here. So I fill this in every single week. I made it by doing, let's see, here and then template button. So that template button that said make a new weekly checklist or weekly check-in, you can really customize it here, and then when it says add a block, you simply drag a whole page into that. And then if I go back to reset list, I also have one for monthly, which I need to do for December. So I've done some of it, as you can see, but I still have the rest to do. And then here I have quarterly, which I will do like at the end of the year, at the end of March, at the end of, the end of each quarter. And then I have this list for when I'm feeling upset, which is also, again, directly from Michelle B's video, watch it. And all of these things are just things that like cheer me up when I'm feeling down. So now I'll go back to my landing page. Those were all of my gallery pages. This is called a gallery view. I can also click here and just say list view, and then I'll see the pages like in a list format. But I kind of like to have a little glimpse at what each thing says. So then we go here, and these are what we call sub pages. So if we go over here to the menu, we can see if I click landing, let's see. So I just went into the small screen mode so I could click this for you. So when I click right here, it says all of these different sub pages, which also show up right here. And this is like one big page, and since this is a database tool, everything kind of nests within each other. So here, you're able to get to the sub pages on this way, on the sidebar, as well as just through these links on the main page. So I have my habit tracker, which is just pretty basic. I used the Notion like create a template to create this habit tracker just to kind of make it my own, and then this template button actually makes a new month. So like I showed you in the weekly check-in, you just would click dash and then template button, and then you'd be able to make a new button. But I think I'll be able to show you how I did this. I just clicked right here and I was able to view a habit tracker template that I liked, change the cover, change the emoji, and then boom, there are all of my habits. So then we go back to the landing page, and then we have my notebook. I kind of use this as a journal. I wouldn't recommend using Notion for any type of note-taking. I cover that more in the school video over on the Paperless Professors channel, but it isn't good for notes that would be going anywhere, like if you had to transfer the notes into an essay or something like that. Just because of the text editing feature, it makes everything in blocks, and then when you paste it somewhere else, it can kind of make it a bit awkward. So I just have journal entries here, and then some other random things like my Christmas list, and then if I need to bill my mom for babysitting or something. Then, so that's that page. And then I have my goals, which again, this will be updated quite a bit when I do my 2021 planning. But this is just how I sort them, and this is what is called a table view. So it has the name over here and then tags over here, and then I can add files, and then there are also different things that you can add. So this would be the property type. So let's say there was a date that I wanted to have this goal done by, or there was a certain number, like a price. Or if there was a checkbox and I could just check it off when I was done. I could do all of those different things here, and it would be really easy to sort if I wanted to. If I go over here, I can sort or I can filter like you would in an Excel sheet or something. And then for my goals, I do have this little quote right here, just to kind of inspire me to get those goals done. And then here we'll go back to the landing page. And now my next one is to buy, which is another table database page. So this is all of the things that I need to buy. I'll actually check this one off because I just bought that last night. So here you can see I have the checkbox. I have the budget, so how much each thing would cost, and then the impact that it would have on my life. So that's another thing from Michelle B. On her to buy list, she has it sorted by 1 through 10, the impact that this thing would have on her life. So I can even go here. Each of these things is considered its own page, but you can see by this little icon right here, this means that it has writing in it. So if I open this, I'll be able to see, oh, here are some things that I needed for Michael's. And the way that I did that was, I'll show you. I'll open this again. And I really like this particular feature that they have. So it's dash and then web bookmark, and it saves it as a visual bookmark. So it's not just the URL, as you can see, it's a little snippet of what it is, the title of the page, and then an image, which I really like. And so that was my to buy list. And then this is just writing notes. I'm not going to show you that because it's kind of boring. But this is my Christmas list. So each of these, as you can see, is a page except for Kyle's, because I kind of already knew what I was going to get him. But here we have all of the ideas, if I have the idea, if it's purchased, and then if I've received it, which is an important thing. And then the prices over here, which I will be blurring out. And then, as you can see by this icon, each of these is its own page. I open it, and then I'm able to see those web bookmarks, just like I did on my to buy list. So it's very similar. It just helps me budget everything out really nicely. And then I believe that's it. And then we have my Planet Joe page, which is its own page, but I have a link to it on this page, which is why it has that little arrow. But that's about it. I've only been using Notion for about 2 months, so this isn't an exhaustive tutorial on how I will use it. I might update you guys in a few months or something like that if you're interested. And like I said, I might also do a video on how I'm using Notion to plan for 2021. So thanks for watching. If you're interested in more videos like this on different planning tools, digital or paper, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you in next week's video.